Where we are. Sonic. Yeah. Sonic Genesis. Sonic Genesis was the Game Boy Advance remake. Or, give me a second here. Reacclimatising myself to reality. I've got things in the pantry and buffers in the omelette, but the wall muffles aren't quite what we'd expect. Yes, Sega Sonic Genesis was the Game Boy Advance port of this iconic game. And that was quite legendary. That also came out in 2006, much like that 2006 Sonic the Hedgehog game, and it was equally ill received. It was just a version of this game on the Game Boy Advance, a more powerful console than the Genesis, so that sounds like it would go well, doesn't it? But it did not go well. It certainly, objectively, did not go well. The port has tons of frame rate problems, very buggy, the music sounds bad, there's just badness all over the thing. And you really, when you look at it and compare it to this, you wonder what on earth could have possibly gone wrong, what on earth led to such an abomination. I'm not a judgmental fellow, and it's pretty rare that I come down on a clear side on anything, but I come down on a pretty clear side about that game. That really is just unforgivable, that they sold that thing in shops. Although it didn't even get to Europe, only America, so I didn't even know it existed. Just as well, because I might have bought it at the time. Well, no, actually I wouldn't have bought it, because I already had the Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube, which was the first time I ever played most of these Sonic games. Yeah, the Sonic Mega Collection, which was a great collection of games. So all the classic Sega Mega Drive games, all of them, every last one of them, and even other bonus ones too, and other games. So that was excellent value. So really the fact that they made that was made in about 2003, and this port of Sonic 1 alone got released for the Game Boy Advance in 2006. So what excuse did they even have to release one game alone? As if it was bad, as if it wasn't bad enough that it was full of bugs and bad programming. But they'd already made a collection with that game and like 6 other iconic Sonic games. Uh-oh, this is... I can't believe how badly I just dealt with that. Look at the Botnik laughing at me. I think I might have to rely on the secret trick I was planning to use. Is there no rings? Where's the nearest ring? That is in front of the boss. Do I have to fight the Robotnik with no rings? No! I don't think so. Get back. I better watch the time though. The time in Sonic, instead of being a timer that counts down from 10 minutes to 0 seconds, it counts up from 0 seconds to 10 minutes. So that's, that was weird. I feel as though stuff like that in the first Sonic game, they did it just to be different. They were saying, hey look, this isn't Mario, kids. The timer goes up. This isn't Mario. It's not coins, it's rings. And you lose them when you get hit. Yeah. I think that was what they were thinking. I can't believe that they didn't put any rings here. If you were supposed to do this. Like, you get no rings after that checkpoint. That's really mean. Okay, let's do this properly this time. Okay, there's a very obvious and easy pattern that I was just completely failing to follow last time. I was doing the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. I was on the wrong platform, but there, that's Robotnik taken care of. We've got 2 lives. I really hope I don't get a game over, but it could happen. There's certainly no chance whatsoever of getting all the Chaos Emeralds normally now, but that's okay. I'll make do. Sonic saved all the animals. Whoa, yeah! Animals saved! Cool! I guess being an animal isn't that easy. Right, Spring Yard Zone, Act 1. Here we are. This is Spring Yard. Why is it called Spring Yard? Well, because it's there's a lot of springs. It's a yard full of springs. Although I've personally never seen a yard in my life that looked anything like this. I don't know what a yard strictly is, but it's usually like a garden, isn't it? Somebody's back garden in their house. But this yard is actually more like a... look at that brown thing. What on earth is this? What on earth is that? This brown bunch of blocks with grey mesh wire fences in the middle of it. And all these blocks that are just kind of strewn about randomly, like Lego pieces. Like Tetrises. This is the strangest yard I think I've ever seen. Not to mention the purple sky. Or are those clouds? Is the purple the clouds, or is the whiteness up there the clouds? Like a mind slam, isn't it? I can't tell which way round is it. Oh no. Oh, well. Yeah. See, in the Sonic Game Boy Advance remake I was talking about, you can get killed here if you accidentally step the wrong bit in a way that you really should not have been killed if you did it. There's some cheap death stuff like that. The physics is all wrong. But Sonic, how appropriate I'm talking about physics, because if there's one thing that Sonic the Hedgehog is famous for, it's his physics. And if there's one thing that his fans get peeved about if it's not done completely faithfully to the classics, then it's the physics. Sonic physics. They made a Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 here was the first game, unsurprisingly. And then they made a second one, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and then they made Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and then they made Sonic the Hedgehog Sonic and Knuckles. But turned out that Sonic and Knuckles was actually the second half of 3, and you were supposed to combine the two games together to play the full third game, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And that's a rather awkward title, but there you go. And then, skip about 20 years later, well, 15 years later, and they decided to make a fourth game, Sonic the Hedgehog 4, where it was classic 2D gameplay like this, but it was all modern sprites. Sonic had green eyes instead of black eyes, or whatever eyes he was supposed to have before. The point where they changed his eyes to be green was also a large point of contention for the fan base, which really tells you everything you need to know about the Sonic fan base. But well, that was that. People didn't like Sonic 4. I bought it. I bought the first episode of it, rather. Episode 1. Oh, that thing's gonna hit me. Totally. He's gonna hit me. He's gonna hit me. No, he didn't. Crab Meat. That thing's name is Crab Meat. I don't know where the meat is, the robots, but I knew that was gonna happen too. Brother. I'm not sure Sega really thought through the whole thing of getting to the end with 50 rings, because it really just becomes impossible after the first few zones. It's not going to happen unless you're a Sonic master. What's this? Oh, I was about to try and go back and get more rings, but no, that's not happening. If you jump around at the end here, you get those point number things. You've seen them. There's a one that says 1,000 on it, and there's one that says 100 on it. But all the numbers are wrong that they say on it. The one that says 1,000 actually gives you 100, I think. So they couldn't even get that right. I've got a suspicion if I rush into that and run over here, I'll get killed by something. It's gonna be death. Oh no, there's not. Fine. I thought it was a trap. I'm being a bit too paranoid. Sonic. Yeah. Wee! Oh! That wasn't very cool, was it? Sonic wouldn't make stupid childish noises like that. I'm sorry, Sonic. What am I doing to you? Sonic wouldn't have gone either. This is not cool. I'm doing a bad job of upholding Sonic's coolness. Brother, it should be illegal for me to play a Sonic the Hedgehog game. I'm not cool enough. I'm not cool enough to play a Sonic game. I'm just doing Sonic a travestic. I'm doing Sonic a travestic injustice in playing his cool game for cool people. Oh, what's this? Invincibles. What's over here? Nothing at all? Oh, we got some rings. I just realised I've not been getting many of those invincibility shield. The shield that takes one hit. That would be useful to avoid losing all these rings all the time. But I don't think I've had one since the second zone. What's in here? Nothing? Nothing at all there. Oh well. Oh well, the other thing about Spring Yard Zone, aside from it being very clearly not a yard at all, or maybe it's a construction yard. Look at those black buildings back there. For some reason that makes me think of a construction site. So maybe that's it. It's a construction site full of springs. But not just that, it's also full of pinball bumpers. Which is where another very, very common theme of this series came from, the random casino level. I really like those. They pop up all the time. I knew that would be there, so I jumped, that's why. Oh, let's get up there. Oh, we got our shield to take a blow if the need arises, which I thought it had right there, but no, I escaped the crab. Sometimes you really can dodge the crab. Oh, there's probably bottomless below this, so let's not die. Uh-oh. Oh, brother, this is the problem on an angled platform like this. When you try to jump up, he doesn't go as far. It's bad. It's not good. It's bad as in bad, not good. Oh, phew, thought that was dead. Whoa, oh, thanks, mate. Alright, let's try and get to the end, come on. Let's try and make it. Please, with our rings intact, come on. One of those stupid things going to be down here, the doppelganger song, it's the evil Sonics? No. Oh, good, nice, made it. See if we can succeed at the special stage. I mean, it's not technically impossible for me to get all the Chaos Emeralds now. Could happen, could happen. Will it happen though? I was hoping I'd hit a goal immediately there, but the second you start to lose control is when you get worried. And it's pretty easy for that to happen. Okay, is there a goal down there? Is there a goal down there, Sonic? I can't tell. You can't move him left or right. All you can do is just jump. Jumping is your only option. Right, I see a goal there too, so I'm not going over there. That's not happening. Oh, it's getting faster. Oh. But it's not over yet. We still got to actually acquire the object of our inclinations. Whatever that meant. Crumbs. I didn't expect that was going to end well, but it did. There's a green one now. Pink and green. That's a good combination. Oh, must this continue? Hey, what do you know? That's good to have, because we might need that. That might end up being very important. The third act now. I don't know why Shakespeare plays always have 5 acts. If you didn't know this, William Shakespeare plays always have 5 acts. Every single one of them. 5 acts. I don't think Sonic's ever had 5 acts to his name. Only ever 3. What's the point of acts, anyway? What's the meaning of acts in plays? What's, you know, why? Is there any significance to it? I want up there. Although I don't really, because you can't get to the special zone in the... Just wasted that. You can't get to the special zone in the third act. You can't bounce multiple times on those springs either to get higher. It doesn't work that way. Just your first... Look at how fast his legs are moving. I'm not giving up on this. Oh, come on. There. I'm going to keep doing this until it works the way that I want it to work. There. It worked the way I want it to work. That's persistence for you. I'm Scottish, so I know all about try, and try again. Huh? Oh, there was nothing here but this. Well, let's hope that there's something that'll be useful for. I hope that's not just a waste of time. Well, it kind of was, wasn't it, really? It's nice that they hid this invincibility there, where you've got 2 enemies to deal with, and then you're immediately into this extremely slow puzzle section here, where the thing is going to run out completely. Yep. Yep. Seriously, they should have allowed you to get into the special zone after the third act. They should have done that. There's no reason for them not to. I mean, it's hard to do, especially after the boss, but if you managed to do it, why didn't they let you do it? There might be a secret passage down there, but I'm going to find out. Oh, what's this? Oh, I thought that was going to fall. I'm not convinced. There's got to be something here. Oh, I guess there's not. I was thinking maybe he could roll into the wall to get something, but they don't. That doesn't seem to happen after Green Hill Zone, does it? I think that's the only level where that ever happens. It's kind of weird. They had this mechanic, and it just never comes back ever again. Wasn't I already here? No, it was just a place that was similar to this. Oh, get that. Why do they keep putting that there? Why? Just to cause you a few seconds of annoyance. That's the only reason. Oh, the speed-up shoes. That's the first time we've seen those. They make them go super fast for a while, which is nice. In combination with the spring, with the invincibility, that's a good thing to have. That's always nice. Did he just turn upside down for a split second there? I swear I saw him running upside down. Just for a fraction of a moment. Just for a moment. I've never seen anyone do that. That was pretty nice. They just ran straight across those. Oh, look at this. Here's the problem with Sonic's physics. Look at that. Look at this. That's just that. When you play these games, you get an instinct. When you land somewhere like this, you just know it's going to be miserable. You gotta run back and then run forward again. It's a little annoying, really. As much fun as Sonic can be when he's blasting away, there's some stuff like that that's kind of annoying. Also, I thought I was dead there. There's some stuff about Sonic's gameplay that is not perfect. It's really not much fun having to run backwards and then forwards again to get somewhere. Then again, that is something they fixed in the sequels. That's a problem that was never a problem after this game, and if I ever get to those, you'll find out why. Uh-oh. Well, this is a mean one, because if the rings fall down, they fall through these blocks, and you can't get them back! Oh, that went as badly as it ever could have badly. Now, is there going to be some rings this time? There's not, is there? Where do we get rings? Oh, there's rings. But is it safe? That's the question. Are these things safe? How do you... Is there something down there? There's no way to tell. It's nice. Good. Good design. There. I didn't expect that to work, I'll be honest. But it did. Okay, let's try this a bit better this time. Brother, this isn't good. We're almost game over already. And we've not even reached the most infamous level. The most infamous zone, sorry, in this game. Also, I was right, there were no rings along this way. I had to collect that one. Okay, this boss is ridiculously easy, but it's giving me grief. I mean, all he does is just that. Just picks up these things, they'll just slowly... You don't have to get loads of hits on them all in sequentialness. There's more than enough blocks for it to not be a problem. There. More than enough of these grids. They remind me of those square chocolate things. I remember as a child there was a square chocolate bar called... I think it was called Squares. I think that was it. I remember it. That reminds me of that. Not seen that since I was 6. Probably don't even exist anymore. Not that you'd know if the Americans watching, because I assume you're all Americans, of course. You wouldn't know if that was a thing, because Britain has different chocolates from everybody else. Anyway, now for the place that is most well beloved of Sonic 1. Every fan's favourite place, the Labyrinth Zone. Why is it called the Labyrinth Zone? It's because it's a... Actually, I don't really know why. It's not really a maze. It's just yeah, there's not really much of a maze property about this place. What it basically is it's just an underwater... It's the underwater zone. And as you might have noticed, the Sonster moves pretty slow under the water. In fact, very slow. He moves extremely slowly. He doesn't swim, so it's not a swimming level. Because that's what Mario would do. He would swim. Sonic's not Mario. They got to do everything different. So he just he's just normal. He just continues to run and jump as normal, except he's at a quarter of the speed that he usually would be. So what are these bubbles doing here? Well, the bubbles are there because of another thing about Sonic underwater. He can't breathe. He's a hedgehog. Mario, for some reason, can go for all eternity under the sea and never drown, but Sonic can't because he's different. So, if you're underwater too long, he starts to drown. He starts to get a timer countdown above his head, counting down from 5 seconds till he dies. One of the most famous things that give children nightmares is the music that plays when that happens. I would show it off, right there, but let's be realistic. It's going to happen to me against my will later on, so I might as well just let that happen when it happens. But that music gave kids nightmares. The reason everyone hates... well, I've been joking about everybody loving this, but the reason everybody actually hates the Labyrinth Zone is because of its extreme slowness. And difficulty as well. It's very hard. It's tough stuff. You're at very high risk of drowning. These bubbles, you're at the mercy of these bubbles. They are not nice. Also, this is great. How do I get that? The only way you get air is by swallowing the big bubbles, but the thing about the big bubbles is that they are random. They are completely random. You can and will find yourself standing at one of those bubbles for 20 seconds straight and no bubbles are going to come out of it. Also, that bubble blocked me from getting to the switch. There. Man, what a precise jump that was. Anyway, whoa, whoa! In the Game Boy Advance port, Sonic would have got hit unavoidably by that spike right there. So that's real swell. God, they're going to take me into the spikes and destroy me. You know, I don't know whether the continues... If I lose all my lives here and have to use another continue, I don't know if that takes me to the very start of the whole zone. There's the countdown. Luckily there was a bubble. There. The boss is a bit weird as well. The Botnik and... Oh, I thought I was going to get hit there. The boss fight with the Botnik is quite strange in this zone. We'll get to that. You don't actually have to kill him. At all. Oh, I don't like that. Also, there better be another ring somewhere. I don't want to get to the end of this. And I've just 2 rings short. What did that switch do? Did it... Oh, I think it released a secret passage down there. I'm not going without a bubble. There we go. I see 2 rings. Oh, checkpoint. That means the level's not over yet. It's not over yet. There's no way I'm going to be able to keep all these rings. Especially not with these penetrators. Straight out of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and also on the Sega Genesis. The penetrators. What's with that bit there? That's just kind of weird, the block. I'm a little uncomfortable. Oh good, the water's lowering. Good. Don't kill. Don't lose me my rings, rather. What's up there? Probably the water's coming up. Yeah, the cork. Ride the cork. There'll be spikes up there. Probably. Oh no. Well, if I keep collecting these rings, maybe I'll be able to get 100 for the first time in the whole game. I'd get an extra life. Oh no. I really am trying to avoid losing these rings now to get to the special zone. No! Oh man, that was close. Sonic just... That was your fault. Yeah. I bet the ending is right up now too, isn't it? There's no chance of us getting to 50 rings now. Man, this is long. We're 5 minutes in. You get 10 minutes. There's a 10 minutes is the time limit. If you can't complete the act in 10 minutes, then not only do you die, but well, you've just spent 10 minutes of your time. What's here? What's this? Must have been one of the many alternate passages. Oh well. At least we can get the meaningless points. There we go. What was I thinking? Trying to get to the special zone in Labyrinth World. Labyrinth Zone. Whee! Oh, it's this. I remember this. This is a weird bit. This is the one part of the whole zone that is kind of like a maze. Oh wait, oh, was that not it? No, there's a part coming up that is a maze. It's really strange. Oh, see that? Look at, he's pushing it. See that block that's a little bit raised up from the ground? I bet I know what that is. I'm going to tempt fate, and also I'm wasting this invincibility. I'm going to tempt fate with here, and let's just prove what that was. Oh, I'm going to show you what that thing is. Yeah, look at that. Straight up into the spikes. Yeah. I'm on to you, Sega. Woo! Now. Whoa. Oh, that's nice, some rings. Good. Well, the last level took 5 minutes to get through, so this one's probably going to take even longer. We'll see. Yeah, the thing is, I want to collect the rings, which was a waste of time, but oh well. I want to get the rings, but you also don't want to drown. You really don't want to spend too much time searching for secrets. Oh, thanks. I was trying to get a bubble. Well, here's another one. I was trying to... You want to search for secrets and stuff under the water, but you don't want to die. Ugh. Well, let's see then. Rings. The television monitors too that Sonic bashes to get his power-ups. Unlike Mario, Mario hits blocks, Sonic hits television sets. Or whatever they're supposed to be. I don't know what the canon explanation is for those. Oh great. I guess it's appropriate to call this a lab, but if there's a lot of puzzles, there's a lot of points where you've got to find a switch to open a door to move forwards. That happens a lot. But where on earth is the switch? I have no idea. I feel like I've explored everything up here. Haven't I? Must be under the water then. Under the sea! Oh, ugh. Yeah, what am I looking for? What? Over on the left, perhaps? Something over there? No. What about if I jump all the way up there? Nope. Oh, did I see something? Ah, there. Oh, look at that. They hid the switch under a box. It was inside one of the TVs. You can't see it till you've destroyed the TV. What a cunning trap that was. That's clever. Oh.